Welcome back, guys, to Kerbal Space Explosion. Today is the day. It's time to leave Eve. We've been out here a while collecting science, having fun, getting into orbits around things, getting out of orbits around things, crashing into a planet we're never going to return from. Maybe. We've been here a while, and it's time to go home. I considered taking our newly reassembled ship, refueled from the fuel dump we sent out here, and I considered going all the way to Moho. There, each tank's maybe slightly more than half full. And I think we probably have enough fuel to get there, but I just don't think we have enough fuel to slow down, get into orbit around Moho, and then come all the way back to Kerbin. I don't think so. The one time I went to Moho, I do remember that it took a lot of Delta V to slow down and get into orbit around the guy, and I never even made it back from that trip. So we're not going to risk all the science we've gathered. We're not going to make more rescue missions than is strictly necessary. Coming with us will be Hudhat Kerman, who has returned from Gilly, Newbie Kerman, who was piloting the refueling dump spaceship, whatever I sent on here. We will be leaving Buzz. This is a little bit zoomed out. We're going to be leaving Buzz on Eve, and we will return for him after we get back to Kerbin and use our science for some new parts. We're going to launch a series of rescue missions before our Jewel super mission. Hopefully, along the course of those missions, we'll be able to get enough science to finish off the tech tree, and we can use all the parts at our disposal to try to go to Jewel and all of its moons. We're also leaving this guy. I can't remember his name, Mundungus or something. This guy is orbiting counterclockwise, or rather, he's orbiting clockwise. Everybody else is orbiting counterclockwise, and I don't have enough fuel to go get him. So we're going to have to rescue him as well. Another time, we have a maneuver to get back to Kerbin. It's a little weird because we're in such an elliptical orbit, but after tinkering with it for some time, this was pretty much the best one I can get, and that's a pretty good, what's it called, a Hohmann transfer? I think that's a pretty efficient way to do it. 975 meters per second we'll have to do, and I'm more than confident we can do that and then land. But first we have to get to that node. We can start speeding around. Oh, by the way, we don't need this guy anymore, the Tug. So we can decouple him and say, Bon voyage, Tug. Oh, I'm sped up. That's why. Nothing was happening. Okay, undock. Bon voyage, Tug. Ooh, and we are a little bit unstable. Yeah, my next ship, I've come up with ideas for my next super ship to make it a little bit more stable than this guy. And he's just going to drift away. I may have to delete him from the observation control room, whatever. If he doesn't disappear on his own, because he's got a, there's a probe core in there. But the rest of the guys are coming with us. Let's see. There are parachutes on this thing. There are no parachutes on the lander. So before we get out of orbit, or before we enter the atmosphere of Kerbin, I'm going to have to transfer fellows. I suppose I could do that right now. But I don't want to do that. Because I know if I do that, I will lose this maneuver. For once, I'm not going to make that mistake. I've made it a number of times. Not going to do it this time. I also don't know how long the burn is going to be. I guess the game was having trouble calculating my engine speed or something. Didn't know how to do it with all this weirdness. And I want to control it from here. I don't want to control it from this control pod. Oh, let me slow down. I don't want to control it from here, because that will flip everything around backwards. I want to make sure that that is disabled. Ooh. And I want to make sure that we're controlling it from here. Yes, we are. Okay, good. Let's zip around to our burn. I estimate it's going to be probably around 10 minutes, something like that. Whoa, okay, slow down. That's a bit fast. So maybe at around 5 minutes out, we will do a test burn. And it doesn't look like we're going to be pointed at Eve, so we can just go straight away. We don't have to worry about crashing into the planet. Some of my transfer maneuvers recently have been at a wonky angle. And I've had to edit them. Okay, oh, I'm not even paying attention. Gosh, I'm ruining things. We're gonna have to make an adjustment. Let's see, how long does it say? Oh, 3 minutes. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that, I hit it right on the nose. I went way past what I meant to do because I was too busy talking and looking at, you know, the beauty that is Eve. And I messed up, and in messing up, I did the best thing. So what do you know? All right, and that's going to start expanding. Only 3 minutes, so I guess it's not going to take too much to get out of here. And then if we have enough fuel left over, I'll probably transfer HUD hat over, and we'll just get rid of this lander, because we don't really need it at that point. It does... No, it doesn't have fuel. I got all the fuel out of it. And I believe I've collected all of the science experiments. Oh, there's 12 in there. I'm going to have to remember to grab that and transfer it, because there's no parachute on this thing. And I don't know if we dock it to this guy, if the docking clamps will be strong enough when the parachutes kick in Kerbin's the atmosphere of Kerbin. We'll find out. We'll figure it out one way or another. If we have to leave it in orbit and send someone up to get it, that's another option. But as long as we get it back to Kerbin, we should be fine. And as soon as I finish this transfer, I will see if I can transfer him. I know I can transfer HUD hat, and I'm pretty sure that he can snag all of this science, all the evidence and findings and goo and whatnot. And what's our fuel? Yeah, we've got plenty of fuel. It's a little bit off balance because I couldn't quite get the exact same amount of fuel in each of these tanks. But all these engines gimbal, so I don't think it's anything that's going to be any problem. And we will be coming back to Eve, so this will not be our last visit here. I still want to get Buzz off. I want to get a soil sample back to Kerbin. So that's going to be one of our rescue missions, is going to be coming back out here to try to get a lander onto Eve and then coming back off of it. That's a challenge I definitely want to... it's a hurdle I want to jump. It's a puzzle I want to solve. 55 seconds left. This is one of the shorter burns I've had in terms of my my new nuclear engine ships, and I guess it's because we don't have that huge lander on the front. This thing is significantly smaller than it was when we sent it out of here. We also lost 2 of our tanks to the Kraken, and the Kraken also seized some tanks from our, what did I call it? The fuel dump, whatever, the Eve fuel dump. The Kraken blew that thing up shortly after I finished with it, which was very convenient. And I think since I did this all right, this should be pretty much perfect. Let's zoom out and look. As long as we get this encounter, I can fix it and, you know, do little corrections on the way. And we're getting close. We're getting close. 50 meters per second and falling. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Okay, and let's get back on the target. And we'll burn the last little bit. And bajoosh. That's close enough. All right. Let's see how that is. Did we get the maneuver or did it end up screwing up? Let's see if we have the encounter. Yep, we do. Okay, 72 million meters. But I will do some corrections off camera, because you've seen me do the corrections enough, and it's not really that interesting. But first, one thing we definitely need to do is we need to transfer HUD hat. Okay, EVA HUD hat. Now that we've done with our maneuver. And, let's see, can you take data? Ooh, sweet. Yeah, that was easy. Okay, and then spacebar to let go. And this will be our last little flyby. I should have done it closer to Eve. Where is Eve? Way over there. Yeah, I should have done it closer to Eve. That would have been more cinematic. Oh well. And then we're going to come up here to this guy. And then we can get rid of that. And our spaceship will be even lighter. Man, this music, it's got me in the mood. It's putting me in the moment. I'm very... I alt-tabbed by accident. I hit the Windows key. I was trying to hit the control key to go down. Yeah, I think what that does is it stops and it starts the recording. So there may be a little skip in the video there. There we go. Okay. So that was all stored. This should all be in here now. Review stored data. And we've got all of that. Excellent. Okay. Then we can decouple this. No, not control from there. We're already controlling from there, or we should be anyway. Undock. Goodbye. Control from there. And he's actually probably going to go most of the way with us. Some little errors here and there will probably cause him to fly farther and farther away from us, but we don't actually need him anymore. Speed up a bit. And here we go. Last time around Eve. Hi, Eve. Bye, Eve. We'll be back. Don't worry, Buzz. We'll come back to get you, Buzz. We will come back for you. And the other guy. The other guy, too. We'll come back for the other guy. All right, so at this point, it's fairly straightforward. Let's get to our Eve escape here. There we go. Let's open that back up. It's fairly straightforward, and I'm going to do a few corrections so that we come down into Kerbin's periapsis. Or rather, I'm going to bring the periapsis down so that we come down into Kerbin's atmosphere, is what I'm trying to say. And I'll see you over Kerbin. There she is! Home sweet home, Kerbin! There's the mun spinning around in circles. It's been a long time, fellas, but we're coming home. Let me just make sure that nothing changed in those last 5 seconds. So we've got a periapsis down at 49,999. I'll go ahead and turn the... Well, I have to do this. Let me turn the SAS off, although it shouldn't really influence much at this point. And we're going to come in through the atmosphere and then land somehow. I guess we'll have to detach at some point. We have 1,600 electric charge. Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't even think about is that this thing is behind the engines. That's... Okay, so that changes things a little bit. But I do have a decoupler here. So that can give us a little separation power. Let's come down a little bit, and then we're gonna stow. Let's go down to like 1,000 kilometers, like here. Right here. All right, stow those solar panels. They're gonna break off in the atmosphere. There she is. It's nice to be home. Well, we're not there yet, Hut Hat. But we're getting there. We're very close. 50,000. What is this? Oh, that's right. I've got a fuel station. I forgot about that. It's been so long. Feels like I've been in space for ages, and I guess I kind of have. This has been a long mission. But we finally made it back. At least some of us did. Which I guess is a pretty good result. A pretty good result that I had this much success with it. And we can do this. And we're gonna... Let's go down a little lower. Oh, we're gonna be on the dark side of the planet, aren't we? Can I do anything about that? Oh, I hate coming down on the dark side of the planet. Maybe we'll try an aero brake into an orbit. Let's just see what happens if we... Are we gonna get caught here? Whoa! Okay. The time acceleration froze. And our light's gonna disappear very soon. I'm kind of curious what our speed is going to do as we get lower. Let's go ahead and do this. And I do have some engine speed, some fuel left, so we could use those. And I'm not worried about my electrical charge. And this is all academic. I could just blow this, decouple that, hit the parachutes, and then land. That wouldn't be that big of a deal. But I'm kind of curious to see if the aero braking will be sufficient, or if I didn't come in low enough in the atmosphere. That's one thing I need to work on my technique, is the aero braking. Didn't come in deep enough on Eve, and I suspect I didn't come in deep enough here either. We're going to end up with a gravity assist. I wonder how far we're going to be flung out. Let's look. Oh, almost out to Duna. Nice. Nice. And our speed is barely changing. And I don't think we're going to go much lower. Yeah, we're basically... Okay. Engines! Do your thing! Yeah, it didn't come in low enough. So I should have enough engine juice. Yeah, that's gonna help out. And we're gonna get into an orbit very quickly. Hopefully I can maneuver it so that we land on the daylight side. Here we go. All right. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. And let's decouple. 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 I can't click on it. Hey. Oh, we have to switch to it. That's why. I no longer have control of that because we were still piloting the other section. Okay. Not control from there. Undock. There we go. All right. And I think we can still do some RCS thrusting. Thrust. Let's thrust away. Look at all that monopropellant we can do. And let's turn on the SAS. Let's go around here. There we go. We're coming down. Hut hat. Newbie, get ready. Let's speed up a bit until we get back into the atmosphere. Whoa! Look at them go. They're going to crash. We're not. Oh, look at the land load in. That was really crazy. Look at this. Look at that. And now we're back to 1x speed. Very, very, very good. And let's focus on that. And then let's use our RCS to, let's see, which one do we want to do? This one. Let's go faster. Let's get down there quicker. The aerodynamics will slow us down. Those guys, oh, I guess they're just going to splash into the ocean, so they'll probably be fine. We're streaking by them. It's a race. Okay, let's look at what this guy's doing. It looks like I think the aerodynamics will put us down in the water here once it starts to kick in and slow us down. Let's speed things up a bit. And get down to about 30,000. And then we'll hit the parachutes. Although I guess we don't really need to hit the parachutes that early. Maybe we can wait a little while. Whoa! Whoa! This is in time acceleration here. Yeah, okay. We are going to hit the land after all. I guess that's good. It's a little better to hit the land. There we go. There we go. And at about, oh, right by the shore. Nice. And I want to be sure to take off the time acceleration so the Kraken doesn't snap our parachute strings. Let's go down to ×1. Then we will recover the vessel. Actually, at this point, we can speed up. But we'll recover the vessel, and then we will spend the sweet, sweet science. Find out how much we brought back. 1,472. That's pretty good. That's not too shabby. That's not enough to do the rest of the tree. But I think one more trip to somewhere that we haven't been, like Duna, on this save file, that would definitely do it. All right, done. Let's take a look at our tech tree, see what we want to unlock. Let's see. I definitely want the Rapier engine, which is new to this patch, which I've never messed around with because I've yet to unlock it. You can see as a jet engine, it has 320 to 360 ISP, but as a rocket engine, or wait, cross that out, reverse it. As a rocket engine, it has 320 to 360, but as a jet engine in an atmosphere with oxygen, it has 800 to all the way up to 2,500 peak performance. So very flexible and efficient. And then also this guy, the Aero Spike, 388 at sea level to 390 in the vacuum, only gives 175, but quite efficient. We will definitely fiddle around with that. This is a probe core. I want this big flat probe core. It'll make some designs a little easier. 600 science left. Let's get this guy. So we've got 3 left. They're 550 each, which is 1,650 science. So we need 1,350 science from somewhere, and we can get that pretty much anywhere, and we'll probably get it doing the, miscellaneous stuff on our rescue missions. Because, for instance, I did not have the gravioli detector for a lot of those early missions, so we can definitely get some new science with that guy just by himself. And we've got another probe core, the shuttle body parts, and a thermoelectric generator and huge 4,000 battery pack. Anyway, okay, so that's it. Next time, we're going to start the rescue missions and try to bring back people from where we left them. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.